In today's video, we will talk about the number plan and outbound routing in Genesys. To understand, first we log into Genesys Cloud and click on Sites. We click on an existing site. We will talk about two important parameters, number plans and outbound routes. In outbound routes, this is where you configure your external trunks. You can create new trunks and add them here. For example, you can select the external trunks, toggle between them, and change the sequence. So, for the phones that are configured under the site, their first priority will be pure cloud voice in this case, and the next priority will be for the next external trunk. You can change your preference to random from sequential, and a random trunk will be selected. You can enable or disable the status of the trunk from here. We keep multiple trunks because in case one fails, the other can take over. Here we have the classifications. If your company has a 1-800 number, you can add the classifications here and all those call types will get routed to your number. Now, these classifications come under the number plan. You can see some default classifications here, which are pre-added by Genesys, which can be edited. As you can see, 911 has already been classified here as an emergency number. This is how it works. So if anyone dials 988, it will express itself as a 1-800 number as you see here. And how that helps is people dialing emergency numbers don't have to remember a 10-digit number. They need to remember only a 3-digit number, which will express itself as a number you see here. Similarly, whichever desk you dial out from in your company, the receiver will see the company's 1-800 number and not your desk phone number. Now, under extension, you can set the digit length for extensions. And if you want to remove any of it, you can remove them from here, like this. Under national, you can make changes for the domestic or intra-country calls because the number of digits in a phone number can vary in different countries based on the length of the country codes and area codes. Similarly, you can see these are the default ones provided by Genesys. You can personalize them based on your organization's requirements. It is important to keep in mind the organization's policies and requirements while making any changes or updating these details. For example, if you want to stop outbound international calls, you can remove international from the classifications list and then save the changes. None of the phones from this site would be able to dial out an international number. So, after making these changes, if anyone dials an international number with a country code other than where the site is located, it just won't work from this trunk. You can, of course, get it back by making changes here. Uh, in the classification box, we can add back international and save the changes. And this feature is similar to the COR or class of restriction and FRL, that is facility restriction level in Avaya systems. You can always click on new number plan and create a customized plan. And let's have a look at the customized plan here. We have given it a name and specified the expression that needs to match while dialing out. We have added the caret sign followed by the open bracket and the country code, which is 91. Now the users don't have to dial +91 while dialing out. You can directly dial 91 without having to add the plus sign in front of the country code. And we have classified this one as international, and now we have after checking, we have saved the changes by clicking on Save Number Plans. Now let's simulate a call and show it to you. Let's dial a number with the country code 91. As you can see, calling the number starts with 91, but the normalized calling number starts with +91 as the system added the plus sign to it. It makes dialing out convenient for the users. You can view the logs from this page if you need. And under this tab, which is general, you can see that we have configured 6 phones to the site. You can restart all of them from here. And the edge group is Genesis Cloud Hybrid Media, which is on the cloud as the name suggests. And from here, you can prioritize caller sign by updating the caller address and the caller name. Right now, we are not making any changes to this page and we will stick to the default. Now, what number would the receivers of these calls see at their end? To configure that, we go to trunks and then external trunks. You can see the trunks here. We click on the trunk which is currently in use, and on the next page, you get to see the number. If an outbound call is made from any of the six numbers which are configured to this site, the receiver of those calls will only see the number you have specified here. We can update the caller's name here, and you can make changes to the number as well. And this is helpful nowadays as many service providers allow a display name. So if you update the caller's name here, the receiver of that call would see that XYZ company's name that we have updated here, along with the caller's name and number, of course. And it becomes much easier nowadays since we have a lot of service providers who give this feature. And this number and the caller's name show up because we have prioritized this trunk. If you prioritize any other trunk here, for example, user extension, in that case, it won't take this number. Instead, it will take the user's DID number to be displayed on external phones instead of the company's number. Similarly, you can toggle and switch between them if there is a need. So if you ever get a ticket where the user says that the display number is incorrect, you can check that by coming to this screen and by making the required changes. So that is all for today, and thank you, and see you in the next.